what he keeps telling me. I want y'all to harmonize. I want to harmonize. So we'll see. Do you want to be on a chair? Do you want to be in front of the stage? On the stage? There's a lip.
No, on the stage.
Okay, the stage is right here. Yeah. Do you want a microphone in your hand or a stand?
No, if it's on a stand, I'd knock it over.
Okay, all right. Everybody, Max used to come to the Tabernacle of Heated FM, give me just 1 second, a million fucking years ago, and took such a long gap that he completely missed my ass, and I came during COVID. So, welcome back, Max.
Woo! Hallelujah.
Thank you. This is Aunti Bo Bo. So I'm fucking surprised that it's not the Tom Miller show anymore. It's the Aunti Bo Bo show.
I know.
And I'm like,
Got her.
what? He actually retired? I don't believe it. And then I get here, and nah, he's still here. So it's not really like truly retirement. It's just he gave up some responsibilities because he got tired of dealing with it. Yeah, that was that. I've been gone for like 6 years because, well, you know, COVID and depression and just basically, fucking shit. Everybody deals with it. Everybody has it. I went blind. It all fell apart. I was on the top of the world in 2017, and then risky surgery. And they say, you take the risk. Yes, sometimes it bites you, and it bit me. And it took me a few years to figure my shit out. Back in 2021, I saw something absolutely terrible, or at least I heard something absolutely terrible happening on the television, and I decided to change my the way I was doing things because I wanted to help people. I needed to put some drops of positivity back in the fucking world, and I started my nonprofit, Blind_Crime, and its real name's going to be Blind Builds whenever I get all the paperwork together for the nonprofit. But it's based around helping people climb out of the pit of depression because I was fucking there, and I know. And I found ways out of it, and I'm about putting some ladders down and pointing to them and saying, if you need help climbing out of the pit, here's a couple of ladders that I found. They could help you out too. Because the world would be a lot fucking better place if we all just helped each other out once in a while to climb out of those pits we find each other in, because those pits are generally where we end up having all these negative emotions that cause us to get out there and rage against the machine. It pisses us off to be so pissed off.
The world is a vampire cage.
Exactly. We need some positive emotion feedback loops in this fucking world. That's what we need. So I'm tired of all these goddamn negative emotion feedback loops. So I decided the other day I was going to get out of my ass. I was going to get out of my chair, get out of my house, get out here. To the Tabernacle of Hedonism, where I can actually say what I want to say. So, I'll tell you this, since you're new, Aunti Bo Bo. Back when we were at the laboratory was the first time I ever arrived at the Tabernacle of Hedonism. We didn't even call it the Tabernacle of Hedonism back then. As I recall, it was just called the Tom Miller Show. Yeah. We went there. Woo. And there was a man there by the name of Lady Chase. And Lady Chase came to me after I was doing my set one night, flung me against a fucking brick wall against that laboratory, and he stared me in the eyes and he said, "Son, you're a goddamn good comedian. I want you to know that from the bottom of my fucking heart. But I'll tell you this right the hell now. If you don't finish your goddamn education, I'll kick your ass." And I took that to heart and finished my education. I'll tell you that. But I've always remembered that. That was the second week I was there. That was the second week I was there. And this show has always had a soft spot in my heart and a place in my heart ever since that night when Chase did what he did for me. Because those words stuck with me through thick and thin. I thought about quitting college multiple times when I was going blind. And I didn't. Because of what he did. And that was awesome. So, I tell people I'm a comedian, but here I am being a fucking preacher. So, let me tell y'all a joke. So the other day, I'm walking down the street, and I'm passing the daycare. I pass this daycare headed to the corner store all the time, over in Duval. And passing this daycare, and I hear this little bitty tiny voice, knee-high to a grasshopper. It's just all the way down here.
Hey, mister, why you got that cane? You stupid or something?
And I stopped, and I was like, what the fuck? What? That little dude? Oh, it's a daycare. It snapped in my head. I'm like, oh, right, because it was in the morning. I'm like, oh, shit, daycare. Swallowed. And I turned around, and I said, in my head, I went, time to teach. And I said, no, little dude, I ain't stupid or something. I got this cane because I can't see. And the little kid goes, what that mean? And in my head, I go, well, fuck me. This is the first time this question's ever come back at me like this. I can't see is usually the end of it. Shit, how do you explain to a child that you can't see when they don't understand the concept of sight? Oh, I know. So I flung my hands over my face and said, put your hands over your eyes. And he put his hands over his eyes. And I went, what are you experiencing right now at this moment? What do you see? And he goes, nothing. And I went, that's what I see. That's why I have the cane. That's why I walk with that stick. Oh, I went, no, I'm not stupid or something. This is just how I see. And the kid's like, oh. So I nod my head. I pat myself on the back. I've done my job. I've done my good little thing. I take a few steps down the road. I hear another voice knee-high to a grasshopper in that daycare go,
Why that man got that cane? He stupid or something?
and I turn around. And before I can say anything, the little kid I just spoke to goes, he blind. And I was like, what that mean? It mean he can't see. What that mean? Put your hands over your eyes. I'm like, oh, well, that's fun. And I walk my way around to the store. I get out of the store. I cross the street. I walk in front of the daycare on my way back, humming a little song to myself. I hear one voice in the deep in the daycare little play area, because the kids are still out there, go,
Why that man got that cane? He stupid or something?
and then the entire daycare, all the kids go, no, he blind. And the little kid go, what that mean? And they go, put your hands over your eyes. And I burst out laughing because I felt bad for the people taking care of those kids when they came back in from recess. Because I knew they were all going to be running around like this. But it's great to be back here, guys and gals. This is fucking awesome. I'm so happy y'all are over here at the UC. Y'all been spreading all over town. I think this is the show that's just about hit every club. I don't know if the one y'all have missed yet. The UC was on the list, but y'all are here now. And that's awesome. But if y'all want to check me out and what I do, I'm blind_crime on YouTube, and I started a new hobby of writing. I created myself a subreddit, and it's a subreddit is Maxwell_Isekai. I decided I was just going to write myself into a lit RPG isekai, and I'm fucking rolling with it. So y'all want to check it out? I'm quitting cigarettes by focusing on writing, and I'm forcing myself to write 2 parts of the story a day, and the intent is to actually get some intellectual property under my belt and get myself in a better living situation, because we got to do the hard thing, not because the hard thing's easy, but because the hard thing is rewarding. All right, thank you.
Alright, that was fantastic. Can't wait to see what you do. We will support you in every way that we can.
Anyone want to buy me a beer?
I was trying to remember who's next. I just remembered.
What kind of beer you want?
And I'm excited.
Yingling.
I have no idea what the fuck you're gonna do. That's one of the beautiful things about you.
You got Yingling?
Up next, we have an anarchist,
Yeah.
an activist,
Hallelujah.
a comedian, and one hell of a crazy ass rapper, if I remember right, unless that was that a fever dream?
Probably.
Yeah, I don't know what was happening at the end of the tabernacle, but here is Logan Glitterbomb.
Gracias.
You better glitter bomb that shit.
More fun nights, mate.
How do we put into words divine happiness? Honor that our lives didn't happen by mere happenstance. Even your differences were made in their image. Yes, we're all in transition, navigating life's pilgrimage. Preaching the gospel among the outcast, downtrodden, and poor against whispers from survivors of a modern-day holy war, poisoned by the polemics of a Puritan penchant for perfection that preaches redemption only upon sin's rejection. Misplaced moralism mindlessly misconstrues the meaning of it all. Forgetting hardened hearts frequently fall in the fallout of the fall. Frequently fail in the fallout of the fall.
Okay, no problem.
So seek not a sinless soul, for none will be found. Instead seek to grow closer to the divine all around.
Yeah!
I've got one more. This one's called Mary. She reminds me of Mary, though she's far from a virgin. I long to kneel down and receive the gift of her loins, to feel the splash of those baptismal waters, as we cry out to God in unison, collapsing from pure religious ecstasy.
Oh,